first corner is the most pressure you're going to feel across this whole race. Getting it off the line is one of the toughest things you can do as you get 5 lights up. And the Bathurst Enduro is underway for Split 2 with a great start from the front runners and the TMX boys as well inside of the top 10 as they run round turn number 1. You can see Lawrence has got a good start away. They've kept themselves nice, clean and consistent, Sinka. For the final race of the season, it's a scramble towards turn 1 for the front runners and the whole field in behind. Another old lead from through one already. Davison and Felipe wanting to try and pick right on the tail of Doug Brown. Mazzaroli wants to try and get the front already as well. Phase there, Katakazina.
Yes, he did.
Laboring still going at each other here. 3 minutes down, we've got 17 minutes to go. They're going to go round a lot of times. It's 1 minute 21 lap times here. We're not going to stop. Shane Ratcliffe by now as well. Ray Oliver's got Bradley Wall alongside. Looks like Daniel Harding has had some form of incident. We'll pick up on that one in a minute. But Oliver on the inside, got to come back behind him.
Further back as we're underway, James Scott will lead them up the hill, up towards turn 1. Can they keep it clean? There's already contact with Dolphin and Stone Street on the straight as they run round turn 2. Dodge and Warboy being cautious off the exit of turn 1. What a run off the line, but an atrocity has happened to Troy Stone Street off the start. There's no other way to say it. He leads him off of the Will Brown and just absolutely Superman punches straight into the wall on the left hand. And we're underway at Suzuka for the final race of the season. It's a scramble towards turn 1 for the front runners and the whole field in behind. And we're on hold it up the line. Absolutely well.
evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Warren and Brown V8 Supercar Championship on Tuesday night, brought to you by SRW TV and SRW Leagues. We are at the legendary WeatherTech Raceway of Laguna Seca, a place I love racing and a place which I am predicting a little bit of carnage on right that point where we can see it now. But before we get to the excitement parts of the track and who's out there and who's having fun, let's have a look at the ladder because we have titles on the line. We have 2 rounds left. We are at round 8 and we have a 33 points difference for the AMs between Mason Martin from Pacific Esports Racing and Brett Taylor from EWT Racing. And Brett's teammate, Scotty Weston, is chasing him down with 22 points behind him, and Chris Tomlin from LCR Esports, 49 points behind them. The top 4 can still have this in their hands depending on how things go, and we know things can go pear-shaped in the V8 world, and especially on a track like this with that amazing downhill corkscrew. We have got the rest of the ladder looking as such. We've got Stevie Martin from Pacific Esports in 5th place. In 6th place, Martin Lipsky from Tulip Racing. 7th, Alan Mazzaroli from Tulip Racing. In 8th place, Di Feldman from Performance Sim Racing. In 9th, Michael Quash from TMX Transform. In 10th place, Rez James from WKMP Sim Sports Racing. In 11th, Marty Hughes from Pacific Esports Racing. In 12th, Aaron Smith. And in 13th, Liam Amos from Sim Racing Brotherhood. In 14th place, John Van Ray from WKMP Sim Sports. In 15th, we've got Rob Baxter from CX2 Reality Charters. And in 16th place, Jack Elsey from Placebo International Sim Sports. Let's go to the Pro-Ams where the title is just as tight. We have got Blake Urquhart from Pacific Esports in the top spot, 840 with drop rounds. Tonight is the last round, the viewers. The last round, the drivers can drop. And then we have in 2nd place, 36 points behind him, Brandon Levin from Team SRW Motorsports. The title fight will be between these boys unless something dramatic happens to both those drivers. Travis Daly is there to pick up the crumbs, 92 points behind, with Jacob Trainer only 33 behind him. In 5th place, we've got Peter Sattler from the Agri Birds Racing. In 6th place, Daniel Clutterbuck from TMX Transform. In 7th place, John Gallen from Pacific Esports Racing. What could have been for John if he had that form he had in the last 3 or 4 rounds at the beginning of season? In 8th place, Andrew Campbell, Performance Sim Racing. In 9th, Jeremy Bush from the Locked On Lads. 10th place, Troy Dooley from Performance Sim Racing. And in 11th, Craig Healy from EWT Racing. In 12th place, Tim Miles from Sim Racing Brotherhood. 13th, Chris Blanchard from WKMP Sim Sports. 14th place, Mitchy Noble Sim Sports Brotherhood. 15th place, Jordan Williams Dark Horse Racing. In 16th, Stevie Daniels from LCR Esports. 17th, Ernie Toth from WKMP Sim Racing. 18th, David Duddle, WKMP. And 19th place, Blake Gallen, Pacific Esports Racing. Top 5 all in contention here. And ladies and gentlemen, a gap and a half out there, and he looks like he's got a stranglehold on the series finally. James Scott from the Chiefs Esports, 1,102 points, 165 points clear of Ryan Mueller from the Pacific Esports Racing. He is being run down and chased for the minor positions. 2nd and 3rd is still up for grabs. Lukey Page is 4 points behind Ryan Mueller, with Ryan Nielsen from BAR 38 points behind him, and Will Buchanan on equal points. So the 5th, 4th, 3rd and 2nd position all in fights for 2nd and 3rd for the title. Mr. James Scott has pretty much got that sewn up. In 6th place, we've got Peter Pavlovich from Pacific Esports Racing. 7th, Alex Azekis from the Murray Performance Racing Team. In 8th place, we've got Jax Nova from Project C2. 9th place, Stephen Banks from Pacific Esports Racing. 10th place, Billy Mole from WK Sim Sports. And 11th place, Jace Douglas from Murray Performance Racing. 12th place, Rian Leonard from Phoenix Racing Team. In 13th place, Johnny Banash a privateer. 14th place, Blake Warboys from Warboys Motorsports, WKMP Sim Sports in 15th. We've got Troy Stone Street from WKMP Sim Sports, and in 16th, William Morgan from Pacific Esports Racing, who's dropped off the radar a bit and has missed a few rounds. But, mate, these are the points that are battling it up there, and it has been amazing. Welcome downstairs to Mr. Kobe, pushing the buttons for our producing side of things. And beside me, as usual, Mr. James Watson from the northern parts of America, California, not far from this, or 5 hours is not far for us, the Aussie style, but a great track out here. Mr. Watson, what are your thoughts on Laguna, SECA?
Oh, man, everyone's going to have their work cut out for them on this one. This is well known for being one of the hardest tracks, not only in the country, but arguably in the world. You've got a lot of different corner types and not a whole lot of room to work with. No, this going right down into the Andretti hairpin, got a long downhill braking. It's easy to just airmail the braking zone just a little bit, and then you've got to be really on your game on nailing the turn-in points here on these next two corners. Otherwise, it's going to cost you a fair bit of time. And also got to watch out for those lovely little sausage curbs there that will upset you and throw you off the track. This one's difficult here, but here we're coming up to the most difficult part of the track. No, not the corkscrew, silly. This little diabolical kink. I don't know how many times I've either crashed or seen someone crash at that little corner. I don't know what it is, but that thing's a nightmare. And now here we go to the impetus, the corkscrew. Look at all that elevation change. You're dropping multiple stories through that one.
Keep going, mate. Keep going. Doing it well.
I wasn't sure if you were going to interrupt.
No, you're good. I've got something to attach on to what you're saying, but keep going. You know the track better than I do. I don't know how to spin out there.
Yeah, and then you had the last couple corners, that tough kind of downhill left-hander that it's deceptive. The last three corners on this track are very deceptive because you have to turn in a lot earlier than you think. You know, the first corner out of the corkscrews, it seems like it's a wide entry and cut down, but I found that kind of turning in a little earlier is Stephen Banks is the better way to get through that corner, and then rainy curve, the last corner. I'm basically turning in and aiming my car at the very inside of the curbs, past it, and the way the banking is, it just seems to kind of perfectly kind of wash the car up to where you're hitting that apex and that inside curbing perfectly. And the final corner, it's not as difficult compared to some of the other ones, but it's the biggest kind of traction event. You know, you're having to come to such a, oh my goodness, who was that just airmailed it?
Not sure, but it was good quality airmailing out there.
Yeah, it's the final corner. It's the slowest corner on the track, so you have to make sure not only do you nail the braking, but you really got to be careful on throttle application. It will get loose. It will spin up on you if you're too aggressive, and that it leads you back onto the front straightaway, which is the longest straightaway on the track, leading into arguably the best, if not the only, passing opportunity. So if you mess that corner up just a little bit, you're likely going to lose a position or two.
Very, very well put, mate. This track is full of nuances. It looks simple on the flat, but it's a tough track. Every corner has got its special little thing about it. But we'll just quickly run down. The boys are into the first 5 minutes of qualifying. We've got James Scott out there with a 124.890. He's leading Ryan Mueller out there with a 125.402. So putting some amazing time in there straight away. Will Buchanan up the pointy end as well. We've seen Will develop in the last few rounds, 25.5, so nearly a second off the pace. Sorry, nearly a tenth off the pace. there. Then we've got Brandon Levin in fourth, a further 10th and a half. Stevie Banks, nearly 3/10. John Gallen, 1/100th, 1/1000, sorry, and then Blake Urquhart, 1/1000th of him. So the top 10 is very close still, but not when you look at it towards Mr. James Scott out there, because he's got himself 5/10 on the rest of the field at the moment. Mate, cracking track, like he said, a lot of nuances. There was that one bit you were talking about, that bit where you always come off as it comes up the hill. The tricky bit is getting it right under the bridge, that little skip over that, trying to get that right apex over the top of that little bit of curb, and then opening it up for that kink at the top as well. I have spent many a times in the wall there as well before it comes through, and that last corner always used to get me too. It was like either too fast or too slow, because you want to get that car rotated around for that drag to the end with that corner, with so many different ways of going around that bottom left-hander. You can come out wide, come out right. People take it so many different ways. But let's see how these boys take it differently in these V8s as well.
Yeah, and that kink over the bridge, it's also what really makes it difficult is the fact that it's actually a blind apex corner. Like, you can't see it, and you can't see the curb when you're turning in. So you're basically just turning in and praying you got the timing down, because if you're too late, you're going straight off into the gravel. If you're too early, you monster truck over that curb, because that curb is big. It is the thickest curb on the entire track. It's gonna hurt if you run over it, and so you just have to hope you can nail that sweet spot where it kind of dips down. There's like a dip from the sausage curb to the main curb, and if you just hit that right, it just kind of hooks you up the track perfectly. It's satisfying when you get it right. The problem is that you don't tend to get it right that often. And I feel like this is even something that the aliens like a James Scott or a Ryan Leonage don't struggle with as much, but it's still going to be a struggle to them. This is not an easy track for anyone, no matter your talent level.
Yeah, I've got the inside cam of Brandon Levin at the moment, so people can see the perspective they've got at the moment. It's a tough one. It really is. And that blind corner, a lot of these corners, like even this one's a bit blind as well, coming in, the one Brandon's got. You just see it sort of at the last second, just opens up to your eyes. So you can't sort of look across like these pros do. They look across into the corner like at a distance, because a lot of the walls sort of block that sort of vision off, so you don't get that full access. But here comes Levin into that left hand. This is a key as well, getting that run up the hill. Some will go out wide, some will cut it in short, some will come out a bit wider. But this is what, have a look at the left hand side as he comes under the bridge. This is what James is talking about. This is such an aggressive, that red spot throws your car up, and then it throws you up out into that other apex, and all of a sudden you're gone. Then this is another bit that sucks everyone in, because it's upper hill braking, and then it flattens down and goes downhill. So you're losing balance there. The car becomes light as you come to that actual apex, and getting that corkscrew right is like total damage. And again, even this one here is not that easy. It's like a little bit of a double right-hander, isn't it? You just got to get it right the way you go through, and then God help you if you go out here and then you hit this too tight and you get thrown out into the AstroTurf and you're done again. Many a times, come from experience, spinning on this track, but still love it.
Yeah, and the elevation change will never truly be done justice with what we're seeing in any sort of broadcast. It is a legit 10-story drop from the top of the corkscrew down to the bottom. It is obscene how fast you're falling. That corner just defies all logic, sense, and physics, and that's what makes it special.
We just see some, is there some team driving going on here? Johnny Gallen had a lead up the hill, and I think that's Ryan Mueller following him behind him there at the moment, and getting a bit of a draft, getting some pace up there to get up the pointy end. Ryan's gone a little bit wild. He's kept it clean. Oh, no, it's Mason Martin behind him. So a little bit of a fun fact for Mason Martin that the viewers don't know. Young fella is 13 years old. just legal to drive in iRacing. So having an absolute blast out there and showing some very youthful, spunky pace.
And right there in the back, you saw a good example of what happens when you hit that curb. You see how bad it just kind of launched the car off the line. He did a great job holding it back onto the racing surface, not really close to going off, but you're not going to be so lucky the next time.
Yeah. While we're out here, we've got just do some quick homework for everyone out there. We've got 3.5 minutes left. So tonight's format is a very good question. It's a 60-minute run, so we will get the full 15 minutes plus the extras for the race. So it's going to be a cracker. 60 minutes on this track. Well, we're going to see some safety cars, I'm predicting, and we're going to see some cracking pace out there. But Ryan Mueller hasn't made any progress. The only one that's out is resting at the moment is James Scott. But 2 rounds to go this round and 1 more round. So it has been a cracking season. Thank you to all the viewers that have been supporting us every week, week in, week out. Thank you to Grim Industries, to Shunt Sceneries, to the Nightshade Collection. Thank you to PPD, Phoenix Driver Development, to mozaracing and the legends that are Warren and Brown Tools. And also the legends that are out on track. That's what I was alluding to. Full grid again, 30-plus cars out there having some fun. And they haven't let up with 2 rounds to go, which is spectacular. And hats off to those boys. Proud dad moment. Love what they do out there. And loving the fact they rock up and get out there and have some fun every week. There's a few tributes out there to Alan Moffat. We did that last week as well. And some of the boys there have got him out there again this week, which is more than welcome. He was an absolute legend. You can see Mazzaroli's got the Moffat number on his front of his car as well, with the red and white stripes coming across there too. So cracking dude he was, and will be long remembered. Mate, predictions out there, apart from the obvious that once James Scott gets out in the clear, he's going to have it all to himself. But the track, it's not a long track. What do we got here? We have got, what did I say? It is 3.6 kilometers, 2.2 miles for the Americans out there watching. So not a massive track. So there's going to be some points where we get a bit of blue flags coming up and getting in the way. And this is not an easy track to get around blue flags, is it?
No. It's not an easy track to do anything remotely resembling overtaking. Also, would you believe that they race bikes at this track?
Really? Bicycles? I wouldn't want to pedal up that hill.
Yeah, you can see the grid boxes for the bikes right there on the front straightaway, and it's like the amount of balls you need to drive a car around here is already substantial. To race a motorcycle up here is I don't even know. Like, that is just terrifying.
Yeah, it would be. It's not something I would want to do out there. I love bikes, but I'd be Code Brown all the way. We've got Mueller and Buchanan on their final laps at the moment, so they've made it out there just in time to do their final laps. Oh, looks like Mueller pulled out. He doesn't see Buchanan as well. So both of them pulled it back on their final laps. I thought they were going to have a big crack at it and have a go. Brandon Levin is on a runner at the moment, so let's see if he can improve. He's out there still on track. Stevie Banks is off track, so he's missed that. Troy Dooley is... where's Troy at the moment? He is... parked it as well. Johnny Gallen is coming down the corkscrew section. No, second. Yeah, he's coming down the corkscrew section now on the bottom screen, so he's coming through there now. and so is Blake Urquhart, so they might still have a bit of a chance to get it out there. 11 is coming down the back sections. None of these sections have got names apart from the Rainry curve, which is after the corkscrew, and the and what is it? The Andretti hairpin, and the Real. How do you pronounce it? The Rahal Straight.
Yeah, Rahal Straight.
Rail Straight, yeah. So there's only 4 spots on this tract of names. The rest is 4, 5, 6, and 7s. So bear with us when we talk to you about corners. Grandma is out there. Oh, no, it's the Lee Mueller's out there. Good evening, all. Good to have you out there. We have qualifying done and dusted. It looks like everyone has gone into the pits. Johnny Gallen was the last one. Britty Taylor I don't think he's got any time left on that car. So we will have a look at this result for the qualifying. He's pulling it over as well. This is how it's turned out, ladies and gentlemen. Round 8 of the Warren Brown Supercars Championship coming to an end this season. There's one more round after this one, the penultimate round. This is the penultimate round, and we are looking at some critical points for 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. We're going to start the grid soon, but here is James Scott from the Big Chiefs in first place with a 124.682. In the same row as himself is Ryan Mueller from PER, side by side of James Scott. Then in the second row, we have Will Buchanan from Revolution what has he got? Revolution IRacing. I can't quite read that. It's a bit too small. Brandon Levin in the second row beside him from Team SAW Motorsports. In the third row, Lukey Page, Privateer, is beside Blake Urquhart from the PER team. In the fourth row, Stevie Banks, the team principal of PER, beside Troy Dooley from Performance Sim Racing. In ninth place, Ryan Nielsen, I think he's racing for BAR, and 10th place, Jax Nova. That's the fifth row for you. In the sixth row, John Gallen from PER. In the 11th, in 12th, Alex Azekas from Murray Performance. In the 7th row, Mason Martin, young 13-year-old from PER, is beside Jacob Trainer from SRB. In the 8th row is Pete Sattler beside Scotty Weston from EWT. And in the 9th row, we have Stevie Martin from PER beside Mitchie Noble from SRB. 10th row is Daniel Clutterbucks from TMX beside Peter Pavlovich from PER. In the 11th row, as we're all lining up, we've got Andrew Cowan from Performance Sim Racing beside Brett Taylor from EWT. In the 12th row, Di Fieldman from Performance Racing is beside Marty Hughes from PER. In the 13th row is Tim Miles from SRB beside Alan Mazzaroli from Tulip Racing. In the 14th row, Liam Amos from SRB beside nobody, as he is the last one out there. Few that have missed out. Ernie Toff is still sitting there, has not qualified. He might have a pit start. But then we have tonight, our race steward is Joshua Horton, and our race director is Greg Barber. In the safety car tonight is Kevin Wakefield. So he'll be looking after us there. We've got a minute to go, and we are ready to rock and roll. Looking nice and full. I'm glad I'm not the last car on this, and it's good that it's not finishing just before the corner. Last time I raced here, I was at the very back, and I was actually around the corner. Yep, right back there on the apex. Not a bad track for the JR86s, actually. Actually, not a bad track for anything. Love it. Love it and everything. I've even been out here in the little Formula Vs. All right, ladies and gentlemen, round 8 of the Warren Brown Tools V8 Supercar Championship. We are down to the last few minutes. The penultimate round being led out by James Scott from the Chiefs Esports League Series. In second place, Ryan Mueller, Buchanan, Levin, Luke Page, all fighting for the minor spots. second and third. And we are go, ladies and gentlemen. The V8 Supercars from Warren and Brown on a Tuesday night is off and running. We've had a few cars bog it right down. It looks like we've had James Scott bog it down on the start, like second week in a row. Ryan Mueller's taken full advantage of that and got a fantastic exit out of that stream and into the corner straight away. We've got Levin in second, Buchanan in third, and Nielsen tucking in behind him. James Scott is already on the tail of these boys and trying to make his way through with Blake Urquhart, Lukey Page, Julian Banks and Nova rounding off the top 10. Already we can see Nielsen. Have a look at the Buchanan. We've seen battles between them over the last few rounds, having some amazing racing. And then we've got Levin sitting there tucked in behind Mueller. Mueller has pulled it out to 7/10 already, so he is on fire. And Will Buchanan is already 1.2 off the back of Brandon Levin. Levin is taking full advantage of this and getting himself up the point end. This is 60 minutes, viewers, so this is a long way to go. This is a race of attrition, not something that's going to be won in a few corners, least of all one lap. As we make it the first time through the corkscrew, and everyone's making it through nice and safe. No one's had any issues. Even down the back, they've had a bit of dust and pebbles being flying around, but nothing major. As we can see, the TMX cars and the SR Brotherhood side by side, having a look down the corner, 8th and 9, as they're coming through to the final corner, and we are getting a green flag all the way through, and the boys have done a cracking job. Side by side, they're going through that left-hander and wiggling it across the line as they come through, and what a cracking first lap that was, first of many. Woo. A little bit of action. Mr. James Scott bogged it down again, man, but he's already in second place. He's already working his way through. He is an absolute machine. He's not in second place. That's just TK telling me so.
Yeah, that was an awful start. Like, it looked like he damn near did a burnout out of the grid box. It was very uncharacteristic and cost him a whole heap of track position.
Standing there, the rear tire on camera was rotating. So I don't know what it was doing at that point. So he wasn't moving forward, but he was definitely looked like the visual was a tire moving. But I reckon that's just iRacing being funny at that point. But as we look at it, Ryan Mueller is having a cracker out there, and he's been brought back a little bit. Brandon Levin's got himself some good pace tonight. He's brought himself back to 7/10. Looking good. Will Buchanan's putting the pressure on at the moment, and James Scott has got himself around Ryan Nielsen now and into 4th place. So he's working his way through. At the moment, you'll see him on the bottom cam coming through the field, as you can see him coming down the main straight. This is a critical point as well. The guys that are going to have better control of their brakes coming down through this corner here, you'll see some go out wide and try to get the car rotated early. The double left-hander, it's a killer of a spot, but if you don't get it right, you will lose so much pace and so much time and just get swallowed up with the cars behind you.
Yeah, and I've always favored that double apex approach where you kind of almost diamond the corner a little bit so you can kind of straight shot off of it. I always feel like it gains a lot of time that way just because of being able to carry all that momentum off of the corner better. As Scott is all over Buchanan.
Oh, yeah, he is. He is 2/10 at the moment, ladies and gents, and just set the fastest lap with a 1:25.7. So he's all over the back of him. Buchanan is doing whatever he can to stay central on the track, and Scott is pretty much wiping his nose on the back of his car. That's how close he is at the moment. But tough track to pass on if you don't get a good overlap and you don't get an exit out of a corner or under brakes get it clean. It's so hard, and you'll be he's probably going to be the. Look at him go. He's already having a look. He's taking the inside line. He's not far overlap. Just what we talked about before. Not enough overlap, but he's taking the inside line, the more acute line. He's still got a great bit of pace out of there. Got a little overlap. He's going to have him all the way up the hill, and now it'll be under brakes, under fire. Oh, Scott has just tucked in nicely. Buchanan's trying to take it over and under, but Scott has got some 2 cars length on that move just then and back in there for the action and ready to hunt down Levin. I think maybe he loves these starts, mate, because he's that was at a that was amazing pace coming through there.
Yeah, it was beautifully set up from him. You saw he showed the nose a little bit, got Buchanan looking in the mirror just that little bit, and was able to take advantage of being able to keep the nose to the inside. And by that point, it was pretty much all she wrote.
Yeah, definitely. I'll tell you what, Levin is driving out of his skin in the last few rounds, doing a cracking job. It's good to see him out there killing it, and with literally no support at the moment, because I don't think we've ever had a chat in the last few weeks. He's been that busy with work, and so have I. But he has been pulling some amazing driving out of his hat, and still doing so. He's not making it easy for Scott at the moment. It's almost to the point where Buchanan's starting to catch up Scott now after he started to pull away. So cracking bit of driving there, and getting the shoulders out. The grid is still all orange and yellow all the way down from the top to the bottom. So no one's really gapped out on anyone at the moment. Here we go. Scott's got the inside line. Will he be able to take it under brakes coming down that hill? Oh, he has done it. He's got over and underneath him. Now he's got Mueller to chase. A bit of wiggle there from... Oh, looks like we had a bit of Cowie going out wide. I'm assuming that's a replay up top of the incident while we're still racing down the bottom.
Correct.
And, yeah, that was a little bit loosey-goosey there. But at the moment, now Buchanan's putting pressure back on the back of Brandon Levin as they're settling down. That's 2/10. There's a bit of a gap there from Buchanan to Ryan Nielsen. Nielsen's dropped off about 1.5 seconds. And the next gap is Stevie Banks off the back of Lukey Page. Still some total points being battled. At the moment, Levin is taking full advantage of it, and so is Ryan Mueller. It suggests that Mueller might have the second position sewed up, and it'll be all down to the third position. But never say never, because things go wrong very quickly in this sort of V8 car.
That they do, and things go bad very quickly at this track. There's a little bit of a bump and run from Buchanan.
Gave him a little bit of slap. Get a giddy up, mate. Get a giddy up. I'm coming through. Oh, look at the pressure coming down from Mueller on the outside of Mueller. Oh, James Scott is tucked in behind him. He was having a look on the outside, couldn't quite get it done, and got back underneath him and ready to fight for another spot. It's going to be a tough one. He might sit behind him for a couple of laps and suss it out, but I don't think he's got that in him tonight. Oh, Ryan Mueller's rear end literally flicked out on him then, so he's putting some heat in those rear tyres.
Yeah, what James Scott is doing is a little tactic that those who grew up playing any of the EA NASCAR games know very well. He's got the intimidate button on, boy.
I've got the bottom camera. We've got the following camera off the inside of James Scott's car, so you can see how close he gets through there. We're coming up to the corkscrew there. A little bit of a wiggle from the rear end from Ryan's car as he comes down, picks up a bit of kitty litter that's been splashed on by the cars in the back end of the track, but nice and tight as they come through the left-hander and the right-hander. Getting it right through here, just getting enough across that inside line to not get the rotation out and not getting the dirt on the left. Oh, he might have touched that dirt a little bit too much on the left, but he's trying to get there in. He's blocked off the run on the inside. He didn't go wide what James Scott expected. He held it in nice and tight, and Scott's all the way behind him as well. Clever driving there by Mueller, taking the inside line again. What's he going to do under brakes? Where's Scott going to go? Scott's had a sniff on the inside under brakes. He's having a look nice and tight. Is Mueller going to give him enough room? He just gives him enough room, and the rotation's done. Beautiful bit of work by both those drivers. Great passing there by James Scott, and done some crazy work through there. As you can see the bottom screen, Mueller is tucked in behind him there, and you can see how far back Brandon Levin and Buchanan are at the moment as well. The fight is going to be red hot all the way through, and we're only 10 minutes in. Wow, that is crazy.
Yeah, no kidding. As like Mueller was trying to send James a little bit of a dummy through the kink, which no one would ever fall for. Like,
you got to try it, mate. You got to try, don't you? You can't leave anything on the table. You got to try every little bit of thing that you can. Little battle there going on on the bottom screen as well. We've got Mason Martin, John Gallen, Scotty Weston, Peter Pav, all following Mason Martin at the moment, the young 13-year-old tracking it out there. And then the top screen, we've got Buchanan putting pressure on Brandon Levin in the back there, but James Scott spreading his wings already 5 tenths up the road. The fights are going to be for the minor positions, and they're going to be crazy close. Have a look at the backpack. The backpack is just one big snake now. They're all catching each other. Peter Pav has just caught the back of Scotty Weston. Peter Sattler is catching up to those boys. And once he does that, he's going to bring Mitch Noble, Jacob Trainer, all the way onto the back of that pack as well.
Yeah, thankfully we're not seeing too much spread between everyone right now. Like you said, we still got a decent amount of packs here or there.
Oh, Cowie off again. What's going on there? Not having a good run tonight, Cowie. Where is he at the moment? Andrew Cowan is sitting, 29th place. He's gone back to last now. Oh, Liam Amos has just called something in.
Or attempted to, because I swore I didn't hear a single thing. Wait, he said something?
Yeah, Liam Amos just called something in. I'm not sure what he called, though.
How did I not hear it?
I don't know.
Aha, you joke, but I honestly could use one.
Oh, look at him. He came around that corner really hot. Just avoided the contact in front of him. That was crazy. Who are we with there? Is that Jacob Trainer? Oh, Mitchy Noble's just called something in as well. He's having a stoush there with Jacob Trainer. That's Mitchy Noble in front of him. I'm not sure what. I'm not sure what Mitchy was calling in then, because Jacob avoided contact by the look of it. Yep, 956, lap number, please. I don't reckon he can hear race control. But bottom screen, Scotty Weston is sporting the traditional Alan Moffat livery. Absolutely love this livery. This is my favourite Moffat livery. He raced in the XB or XC, whatever it was. But looks great on the Mustang. Looking good, looking good. Can't zoom in. Well, that's a nice angle. Whooshka. Camera 3 was on fire there. That was a good spot, camera 3 coming down the corkscrew area. Anyway, if you're out there and supporting someone, let us know. We've got 60 minutes of this action, and it's fast, thick, and furious.
Someone off in the final corner.
Was that teammates? No, it wasn't. That looks like Alex Zeka's got past then. And it looks like he must have had a slowdown coming through that corner or something. Yep.
Yeah, no, he went off.
Yeah. Oh, he did go off. He went off. Oh, okay. Oh, he might get a bit of a slap on the wrist for that re-entry there. I think it was bad, but it wasn't. I think he's going to black and white warning flag for that. But bit of bad luck that he missed that point there.
Yeah, and I don't quite understand that, because there is, with where he was originally, there is, if you drive a little farther ahead, there is some paved area in front of that gravel trap where you can use that and get back on track in a little bit of a safer manner.
Yes.
And having to take a hard left in. But we survived.
We do. We survived and live to fight on another day. Cowie has retired from the race. He's got motion rig setup issues, which he's battling with, and had to pull the plug. So he's retiring from everything. We've got one casualty already. But let's see how many more casualties we'll see out on track. At the moment, the battles are going like crazy. Have a look at this little battle down the bottom here. these boys coming through. We've got Lukey Page, Stevie Baggs, Blake Urquhart, and Ryan Nielsen having a great little battle. Nielsen is the front car in his new livery, which is adjusted by the look of it. It's added a bit of fluoro touch to it and looking spectacular. And on the top screen, we can see the boys still having a bit of a tussle left, right, and centre. Tzatzikas is having a bit of a run there, followed by Peter Pav. In front of him, John Gallen. Gallen's going west, and he's got the inside line on that corner. Done that beautifully.
Oh, crossover!
West and over, under.
Wow.
Nice.
No! Contact!
Just enough to get a bit of a nobble through there.
Oh, my goodness. And then Gallen just shut the door and
yeah.
face.
What's gonna?
My goodness.
What's going to happen in the corkscrew? Where are they going to go? The pressure is on down there. They're really going for it on each other. Oh, Ryan Nielsen's into the pits. Into the pits. We are in the 16-minute mark. He's into the pits. I don't know why. Is he going for an early one to undercut everyone? Because it's so hard to pass out here. Does he think he has enough fuel in the car at 40 minutes to get right through, or is this going to be a double pit stop tonight?
I feel like it's probably going to be...
Oh, Scotty Weston under brakes. Oh, my God. And Johnny Gallant nearly went right up the back of him. I don't think he expected him to get in there that early. Here he comes out of the pits now. Oh, who was that? Who was that? Someone just said, "Can you stop hitting me, mate?" I'm not sure who that was, but I'm sure Race Control is looking at that as well at the moment. Looks like a standard pit stop there. So we'll see how that tracks through as Ryan comes out in last place. So that's how close the field is at the moment. He was in there for not a long time at all. He was on the sticks for 23 seconds plus the travel time coming through. So he's come out last. That is a big jump coming backwards, eh? Jacob Trainer's gone in there as well now. So it looks like the pits are starting to come. So it looks like there'll be, this is at the 17th, 18th minute mark. It could be a double stopper tonight if this is what the guys are doing, because I can't see them expecting themselves to get through all the way with that one stop.
Yeah, I feel like all of the 60-minute races that didn't have a significant safety car intervention at any point have been double pit stops. I believe last week's was a two-stopper. I remember back last season opener at Hockenheim was a two-stopper. So, yeah, I think that's what we're seeing here.
Yeah, it looks like it. This battle packet we've got at the top camera at the moment, very, very full on. So that's coming from Alex Tzatzikas onwards. Looking very sharp.
Wow, what a move. What a move by Alex.
That's cojones the size of kumquats, mate. That was a tough move under brakes there.
Dude, I think even that sold him short. Like, that is a unbelievably difficult move. Any sort of pass at, as you see one of the
even there's a coming over unders. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, that is so hard to pull off a pass at the corkscrew without it ending in both cars in pieces. Because that's the thing about breaking into the carousel or into the corkscrew, is that you either die or almost die. There's no other option in between or extreme. So to be able to have enough confidence in your skill and your machinery to send it up to the inside and still make the corner like that, because he still hit the apex, at least from what I saw, dead on. So that was a unbelievably difficult overtake, and the reward for his spoils, he's pulling away from this whole pack now.
He's down to 1.1 seconds, young Alex. Cracking job. And let's not forget, that part of the track under brakes, the track just suddenly
Oh, and
dropped
here we go. We
away
got
from
another
Lucas.
send. I think Noble, and he's going to pull the pass off.
Yeah. He's followed through. Oh, we got some big pit stops coming through. Top 4 have all gone through the pits at the moment. All going through. I'll see where Ryan Nielsen is on the bottom screen at the moment. So he was the first pitter out. Let's see if there is a bit of an undercut here, and if he's going to get himself ahead of these boys. Look at them dropping like crazy on that ladder, like nuts. So full props to Alex there. That's a section of the track is on that braking point. The track just drops all of a sudden, and then it does a hard left. So that was some cracking brake control through there. He really did an awesome job there.
And for Noble as well, being able to make his own pass through the corkscrew and pulled it off to perfection as well. It just speaks volumes of the skills in this league and the level of talent that you can see multiple passes through the corkscrew done like it's practically making it look easy when we assure you at folks at home, it's not.
No, not at all. It looked a lot easier than what it was. Where have we got? Where's Ryan Nielsen come out? So we're looking. I'm waiting for the system to catch up. All right, Mueller's gone in as well now. So I'll go on Mueller. You can keep watching the rest of the track. That way we can see the boys coming around in the big screen. Mueller's on the sticks now. Up he goes. The rest of the people that have gone through the pits are all around high 19s. Stevie Martin did 18.5. The slowest one was Jacob Trainer, 17.35, but he came in 2 laps earlier. And he's got himself on the back of Troy Dooley and Banksy as well. So not a bad bit of work there. Ryan Mueller is coming out now. And where is he coming out of? Can't see any of the others coming round. He's got some clean air. He's got a few of his own Pelicans coming out, so it looks like he's coming out behind Peter Pav. Is that right? Mueller, Marty Hughes. He's back behind Marty Hughes, so he's out in 15th place. That's a big drop coming through the pits, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, this is a very slow pit lane, and it's a very difficult pit lane because you're having to take one of the tightest hairpins to even get onto pit road. It's almost like, it feels like you're going through the Lowe's hairpin at Monaco. Oh, there's contact! Gallon and Weston into the corkscrew!
Oh, yep, Weston's off. So is Gallon. Both off. Oh, we'll have to go back and have a look at that. Oh, how was the re-entry then too by Weston? All right, so they've both called that in. Let's have a look. So it looks like Gallon's gone out wide. Weston's not pushed him, but covered the run across there. Gallon's not happy. He's coming through. Oh, Gallon's missed his braking point. It's that spot where he just braked, where he put his brakes on, is where the track just dips. And they were just going in too hot through there. So he's just missed that break point by a bit. He'll be cutting himself there because they were having a great little tussle there all the way through.
Absolutely. It's such a bummer as it looked like Pat might have slid his box a bit. That's going to cost him some time.
Yeah, there's a few boys that missed their boxes. That's Suzuki, Sattler, Clutterbuck and Weston are in the pits and coming out as we speak as well. Ryan Mueller's making his way back up to the pointy end of the track. Where have we got the battle? This battle is still going nuts here. Look at them go here. Who's that? Is that Gallon? No, it's not. That's Stevie Banks chasing Ryan Nielsen. side by side now. Here we go. Oh, Stevie Banks. Oh, just gave a little bit of a touch there. I don't think he expected Ryan to slow down so much coming through that little kink there. But it is what it is. He's giving him a bit of a flash saying, yes, I'm still here. Is it coming down the corkscrew now? Cars are sticking to the grid beautifully. The boys have got it down pat coming through there, haven't they?
Absolutely.
And we see some more. Jackson, Martin Noble, Pavlovich and Taylor all going through the pits now at the 25-minute mark. Will they be able to stretch that all the way to the very end? Or will it be a fluffy fill up and go?
Yeah, I feel like you're doing that to just take a little splash towards the end, because I don't think you're going to be able to stretch it 35, 34 minutes to the end. Because if you could have, I feel like you just would have done that here on the first stint.
Yeah. So James Scott's been in the pits. Everyone's been in the pits at the moment except for Tim Miles from the Sim Brotherhood. Mitchy Noble's in there at the moment. Peter Pav, Taylor Gallen. A few of these boys, 24. Peter Pav's taken 24 litres. He's filled up. Sorry, not 24 litres. He's on the sticks for 24 seconds. Marty Hughes, 31. So this may be a go all the way to the end now at this point. So has Ryan Nielsen coming in early cost him? He's got himself up into 2 places up into 7th. Biggest mover tonight, Tim Miles, who hasn't pitted yet, obviously, 15 places. But in general racing, the biggest mover has been Chris Tomlin, up 10 places.
That is a huge accomplishment, because it is not easy to get 3 positions, let alone 10.
Yeah, correct. He's been very patient. Here we go. So Gallen got, that's the first penalty we've had tonight. And that's on Gallen on that touch on the back of Scotty Weston that we saw at the top of the corkscrew coming through. Bit of gapping out now because the boys have all gone through the pits, and it takes them a bit of time to get their fast laps in place. The closest battle at the moment is the one up on the screen. We're seeing it from both angles at the moment. I'm going to go to that angle there. So you can see Ryan Nielsen leading these boys out at the moment and putting some pressure on Nielsen, Banks, Troy, Dooley, all across there. They've pulled away from Jack's Pro. But Stevie Banks is pumping it up at the moment, 5/10. He's catching him. He's getting closer. Banks has got a great bit of pace coming down that corkscrew as well.
Absolutely. You can just see the change in distances. Oh, he's looking inside of Rainey.
Great bit of work there. I'm going to take it to the top because Ryan Mueller is getting pressure from Will Buchanan. We saw this last round as well, but Stevie Banks is putting the pressure on Ryan Nielsen in a big way too. So there's a bit of fighting going left, right and centre everywhere. I'll go to the Banksy one. You guys stay up the top here so we can see these boys coming through. Oh, side by side as they're coming through the bottom S's. Oh, a little bit of nudge there by Banksy. He's coming through. He's made the pass work. Bit of tough love through there and a lot of good pace. But out of all that little battle that Banksy was having with Ryan Nielsen, we've got Troy Dooley joining that party as well. So Troy from Performance Sim Racing is on the back of those boys now and having a bit of a tussle. But the top end of town, we've got Ryan Mueller and Will Buchanan having a great little crack at the moment.
Yeah, these two obviously trying to track down James Scott, who is pretty decent ways down the road.
Yeah, he's gapped them like crazy at the moment. He's 9 seconds up the road, and this battle here is a very, very tough one. I'm just going to have a look at the ladder to see Do you reckon, Cobes, we could put the ladder over the top of my image? So we can just have a look as we recap this round while we're going through at the halfway mark at any significant points of passing. So we can have a bit of a chin wag about it because there's some clinical points being won here. Down the bottom back of the pack as well as in the middle of the pack. Some title passes and moves being made. So,
Deep Buchanan's all over the rear. Mueller, oh man, he got real close on the braking.
Bit of extra love that didn't need to be given. All right, so I'm having a look at it. The pros at the moment. Oh, wrong series. Definitely don't look like Super Formula Lights, do they?
I mean, if you squint hard enough and you crash it into a wall hard enough, it could be a Super Formula Light.
The Ryan, here we go. Well done there, mate. Oh, love your work. Love your work. So, ladies and gents, you can just see that at the moment. We've got the minor spots at the moment. So, Ryan Mueller has got himself in a clinical position there to take out that second place. But then the fight for third is still on for young and old. We've got Lukey Page and Ryan Nielsen. Nielsen's only 28 behind then, Will Buchanan. So Buchanan at the moment is sitting in third place. So some critical points there. And then we've got, where is Nielsen? Nielsen has dropped himself down to eighth. So some points that he's making up. So Buchanan is looking like he's going to pull away there from Nielsen. And also Lukey Page is up in fifth. So Lukey Page has got himself one hand on the third step of the trophy cabinet at the moment. So that's looking pretty good. So that battle between those three is going to keep going. So we've got Ryan Nielsen, Lukey Page, and Will Buchanan fighting for the minor spots left. Looks like if Ryan Mueller can take this spot out, I'd say he'd have that home and hosed. But I'm not sure if it'll be that much because there's only 4 points difference. So it could still go into round three. In the Pro-Ams at the moment, that's going to be tough as well. We're looking at Blake Urquhart and Brandon Levin fighting for those two positions. So we've got Brandon Levin in fourth place at the moment and Blake Urquhart behind him. So there's going to be a swap there of points, which is going to be critical for the run into the final round. So that's 12 points there. I think it's six points a position. My brain is fading, so that's going to be a tight one as well. Brandon is going to get him up to 30, so he needs to keep on track and battling it through. Travis Daly is pretty much got that. If Jacob Traynor can turn it around, he might fight with Travis Daly for that minor spot, but that'll obviously probably go to Will Buchanan or Brandon Levin. Taking it to the AMs at the moment, we can see at the moment, I think it was, as we switch it over, as we go, there's Mason Martin sitting on the bottom screen. At the moment, you can't see that because we're there, but Mason Martin is being tracked by Brett Taylor on the points. Taylor is about 4 places behind him at the moment. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 places behind him at the moment. So it looks like the young 13-year-old has got himself one hand on the top step, but anything can still happen. Scotty Weston has dropped down from Brett Taylor 2 spots. So Brett Taylor is going to push himself forward on that spot as well. This is going to be a tough one, viewers. It's going to be a cracking one. Mr. Watson, we are going to have a cracking race next week for the final run of the season.
Yes, sir. Can't wait. And we'll spice up normally kind of drab race of the drab track. I mean, nothing ever exciting happens at checks notes. Mount Panorama.
Oh, Mount Panorama.
boy.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. What a way to finish the season with critical points. And we know how Mount Panorama can go south so quickly. So those minor spots in the pros and the in
who's that going off?
wide. Who was that? I think that was Suzuki's. No, it wasn't.
No, it's one of the SRB cars. And speaking of SRB, Mitchy Noble also had his own issue out of turn 3. It just lost 5 spots.
Yeah, Amos is off there. Mitchy Noble as well. He's lost, 5 spots he lost out of it. Oof.
Yeah.
Wooshka. Buchanan is still putting the pressure on. He is still going for it at the moment. You can see him on the bottom screen. As you can see, Amos trying to correct that. Oh, he's just come in too hot there. Put too much juice down too quickly. Oh, look at this pass at the moment. Buchanan going on the edge of Mueller. He's putting the pressure on. He is right on the back of Mueller. He's come out of nowhere and on the hunt for that final points battle. He is going for it. He has found some cracking pace in the last few rounds, hasn't he, Buchanan? Really showing some steel out there. 210s following it nice and hot through there. On the top screen, we've got Martin. We've got...
It's a little bit of contact.
A little bit of Monica muscle. That's at the moment you see Mason Martin, Steve Martin, Peter Pav, and Daniel Clutterbuck all coming through that part of the track. Clutterbuck's getting pressure there from Brett Taylor and Mitchy Noble. Mitchy Noble coming through after losing about 5 places. At the moment, Brett Taylor is the biggest mover of the night. He is up 8 places at this point, so doing some cracking work. The boys down the bottom are still going for it, hell for leather. We've got Buchanan taking the outer, wider line, trying to get the car rotated a bit earlier. But Ryan Mueller blocking that inside run as well. And Brandon Levin just cruising it through at the moment. He is having a cracker at the moment. He's putting a good season's bit of work in the last end, blah, 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 in the back end of the season. Can't say enough of the quality he's driving at the moment.
You know, I don't know if it's the cold medicine or what, but I thought you said Peter Pan at first. Do they have racetracks in Neverland?
Oh, I'm sure they do, mate. I'm sure they do. The cars maybe made out of cane and wood stuffs. You'll get him, Will. You got this. Yep. Project 36 boys are all getting pumped up in there. Buchanan is putting the fight on. He is 5/10 at the moment. So we've got the top of the screen. We've got Clutterbuck chasing down Peter Pav as they're coming through. Peter Pav's coming down the hill. Clutterbuck having a look, taking the outside wider line by the look of it. Will he be able to maintain the pace coming through? Pav is getting a whole lot of heat there. Clutterbuck is on fire at the moment. Oh, rotating around. I think that's Brett Taylor from the EWT. He's lost his rear end and gone a bit south. He's got the car back on track, but some critical time he's lost there on the rest of those boys. But Buchanan on the bottom, Levin is starting to catch these boys because the fighting between them is slowing them down. He's down to 1.5 seconds. He's got Lukey Page 2.6 seconds behind him, and Urquhart in the pits. Is that correct? Urquhart in the pits. Is he trying to get a pit stop early to undercut Mr. Levin? Are they going to need to pit again? We are down to the 38 minutes marks. We have got 20 minutes to go, 22, 21 minutes to go at this point. So he is gone in for his early pit stop. Let's see how that comes out later in the race. James Scott, ladies and gents, he is an absolute weapon. He's coming up to some back markers at the moment. He's got one of the LCR boys at the moment. I think it's Stevie Daniels taking the inside line of it. Daniels is giving him heaps of space as he comes on through and lapping at amazing speeds. 1.247. He has got this by the throat. The next driver behind him, as far as time's concerned, is 1.25. Will Buchanan is the second fastest car out there.
Yeah, this is a curb stomping.
Yeah. Not sure what's going on tonight with Ryan Mueller's pace. He's only 4th fastest at the moment. His fastest lap is a 1:26.02. So not sure what's going on there. Maybe he's not feeling comfortable out there. Maybe he's not happy with the setup. It's not usually him being slower than the other boys. And we're talking 5/10. So a considerable bit of time. Ryan Nielsen's got himself back to 6th place now. Yep, and he's pitted, just as we said that. So he's second to the pits. Let's see where he comes out to compared to Blake Urquhart. Urquhart was 2 spots behind Brandon Levin earlier on. So let's have a look where I'll put Urquhart on the bottom screen. Where's he gone? There he is on the bottom screen. Now we've got Daniel Clutterbuck following in as well. Nielsen's coming out of the pits, but Urquhart's down the back end of it, so he hasn't really come around the corner yet even. Oh, no, he's down the back end. So that coming in, I think they're coming in early for Urquhart's helped him a bit. Jumped Ryan Nielsen. I think the telling time is going to be when Levin goes in, where he's going to come out. So Lukey Page has been following Brandon Levin for a while. He was 3 seconds off back of Brandon Levin. I'm going to take it to him to see what sort of time it's giving us an effect of this pit. He was between Brandon Levin and Blake Urquhart. Well, is the undercut working? Is he going to be coming out and losing a place to Blake Urquhart? If that's the case, Levin's in trouble. Page is still up there. Stevie Banks is in there as well. Trainer's in there too. Here comes Lukey Page. He's coming out. Coming out as we get the car of Tzika's coming past. Is Page going to pass him? Here comes Tzika's. There's Page. Okay, so it's sort of, it hasn't really worked, has it?
No.
He's come out behind. He's come out behind. Urquhart's come out behind Page. Page was in front of him already anyway. So it hasn't really worked. Will Levin come out now? Ryan Mueller and Brandon Levin are coming out. Are they going to be able to come out in front of these two boys here? How much time did Levin get off the back of Ryan Mueller to be that close in the end?
No kidding.
Levin. Sorry?
No, Levin had a monster pit entry. He gained so much time under braking.
Yeah. Looks like it too, because he was well behind Ryan Mueller, and the gap in was crazy. Oh, side by side. Levin's got the outside run on him, but has let him in there at the moment. Poof. He's having a battle to go. Will Buchanan still hasn't come out for the second one. But look at this. Page is coming out, coming across there. So these boys have got it done. They've got out in front of him. The undercut did not work. Let's see what the gap is at the moment as they're coming round this corner. It looks like, wow, the undercut is not on. He's lost like time. 8.3 seconds on the back of Brandon Levin. But Brandon Levin, ladies and gentlemen, he probably took another 2 to 3 seconds out on the back of Ryan Mueller in that last lap as well. So I'm not sure what happened there, but crack a bit of go there. But at the moment, we've got Tzika's at the top of the track, having Blake Urquhart all over the back of him at the moment, putting the pressure on and trying to get around to chase Lukey Page down. Great bit of work there from Levin. It's got him up into 5th place behind Ryan Mueller. But as we go round, that's probably going to get him up onto the podium. So we're going to see Jax and Will Buchanan go up into the pits. It's going to be very interesting when they go in, where it's going to come out now.
Yeah, and the question will be, undercut didn't work for anyone else. Will it work for them?
No, I don't think so. By the look of it, the pace in this latter stage of the race, the lower fuel loads, the tyres and everything like that, it's not coming off at all. Is Scott in? I can't tell because my system's playing up at the moment. No, he's not. Mitchy Noble is in, right? Oh, no, he's not. Sorry, viewers. Sorry, was that Gobes? Okay, Mitchy Noble has come in, so that was true by my system. Chris Tomlin as well is coming in as well, so the back of the packs are starting to come through. Here's Jacob Trainer. Urquhart. All right, we're still waiting for some pivotal pits to come from Jax Nova and Will Buchanan to see where they come out. They're going to be the pivotal pits for the top end of town to see where they come through. We're watching Ryan Mueller pull away from Brandon Levin now. He's starting to gap out there. He is travelling at mega pace. Looks like he's back to his pace. There's a 1 second gap at this point. The Levin just needs to get a little bit more consistent. His pace is faster than Ryan Mueller on a one-lap pace, but now they're finally matching. Looks like Ryan Mueller's starting to get back into the pace of things. Either tyres are heating up or what it is, but he's just set his fastest lap, 2:56.17, which is 2/100ths faster, 2/1000ths faster than Brandon Levin. So the pace is on between those two. Lukey Page has gone in and out. He's come behind Brandon Levin. Now let's see Jack.
James Scott on pit road.
Yep, I'll go to Scotty. Not that it's going to affect much out there at all, but Mr. Scott is on pit row at the moment from the Chiefs, and Buchanan's come through. This is the key parts. This is where we're going to see the minor spots coming out. Will Buchanan be able to hold off the run of Brandon Levin and Ryan Mueller as they come through as well? Ryan Mueller in third place, Blake Urquhart Brandon Levin in fourth as we stand. Here comes Mr. Scott coming out that pit road. Can I get a better angle? There he is. Is that Mueller coming around the corner? No, there's Mueller coming around the last corner. Yeah, Ryan. Oh, tell you what, Mr. James Scott.
Buchanan's just now leaving.
Yeah, there comes Buchanan. So it hasn't worked. We just saw the tail end of Brandon Levin come through. So the undercut or the overcut, whatever you want to call it now, my brain's left the building, hasn't worked. But looks like it's Brandon Levin coming through with Will Buchanan and Lukey Page. He's just come out behind Brandon Levin and in front of Lukey Page. It's going to be a tough one there. Buchanan and Levin are going to be fighting for the third step. Great work there by Ryan Mueller to get himself back up into second, crack a bit of pace. He's brought it back. He's now doing 1:25.7s on the top of Levin's 1:25.9s. Let's see what Buchanan can bring to the table now for the last 12 minutes of racing.
Oh, that could have been bad. Oh, Noble ran off the final corner.
Oh, yep. Oh, careful, Mitch. Bit of dirty marbles on the inside there as well. Looks like he might have a bit of damage there or something because he's struggling to get that car moving. Brett Taylor on Stevie Martin on the bottom as well. Bit of work being done there. Oh, look at that. He's just touched a bit of that green, hasn't he? And it's got him round. Cold tyres. Fastest lap so far, a 1:24.779. Di Feldman, hiccup. Di Feldman is holding off the back of the boys at the back end there. She's got Chris Tomlin and Marty Hughes chasing me. Sorry, hiccups come through. Yeah, Barb's is going. Brendan was a 1.3 behind Mueller before they pitted. A great bit of work he did in the last lap to catch up to him. and come out there. But Mueller has just shown the pace straight away. He is now already 1.5 gapped and moved away as they come through.
You can't park there, mate.
Oh, 956 requesting the tow. Oh, where is he? Is he in a critical spot? Are we going to get a safety car for the last 10 minutes? Ooh,
Not
he's
likely.
close to the edge of the track. Oh, no, I think he'll be right. But that's up to race control's discretion. I can only see it from this view. But we'll forget about watching a car sitting in the dirt. Let's get back to the action. All right, we've got Brandon Levin. He's been allowed to tow, so good to go. Levin is having a bit of a hunt there. Some back markers on the back of him. He has got Buchanan behind him, and Buchanan has got two. Where'd Buchanan go? I'm just trying to see him on screen. There he is. There. Sorry.
He's right on Levin now.
Yeah, he's right on Levin now. Yeah, he's got some cracking pace at the moment, showing it really good. Ashley Miller, hey fellas, is Blake Urquhart leading Pro-Ams? Is Blake Urquhart leading the Pro-Ams? He is at the moment. If they stay in this order, he will be leading the Pro-Ams by 30 points. If they stay as they are. Otherwise, if he gets in front of Brandon Levin, he'll stretch it out by further points, making the job harder and harder. What are we about?
Yeah, these two on the second screen, they are just going at each other in the carousel.
Oh, yeah. A lot of love. You're talking about Fieldman and Tomlin?
Yeah.
Yeah, Fieldman, Tomlin, and Marty Hughes going for it down the bottom there. I'm just trying to think where else to go. Who's that in the dirt? Is that Amos again?
I believe so.
Yeah, he's not having a good night out there tonight, Amos. Not having a good night at all. We are down to the last 8 minutes, viewers, of a cracking race out there tonight. Haven't seen very many incidents. A few really nice bit of side-by-side driving and some quality pace out there. A lot of the racing and passing has been done in the pits on the track like tonight, which is not surprising considering how hard it is to pass out there. We've seen a few little door bangs here and there early on, but now they've opened it up, the gaps everywhere, and Buchanan is putting pressure on Levin. I'm going to take it to that on the bottom screen. They are going hell for leather. Buchanan is trying to rip the Warren and Brown logo off the back of that car with the nose of his car, but let's see how they go as they battle it through. Coming through with 8 minutes to go. 7 minutes to go now. Tim Miles has gone to pits. He's done his second pit stop. He's gone a considerable way, all the way through to 52 minutes on that second load of fuel. So he's done a cracking job there.
Yeah, great fuel mileage for him on that.
Yeah. Oh, James Scott is on fire, man. He's ripped it out to 20 seconds.
Oh, no!
Oh,
there goes
LCR. Who was that? That's
I think it's Tomlin.
I can't see. It's not coming up on the trajectory that he's off. Chop, it is Chop. Mr. Tomlin off road, and that's going to be critical for him because he's fighting for some points in the championship too. He was wanting to catch up to Scotty Weston and Brett Taylor because Scotty Weston and Brett Taylor have had average nights tonight out there too. So he's made some critical points there. Brett Taylor sitting in 17th, Scotty Weston in 18th. Mason Martin, excuse me, doing a cracking job in 10th place. He's got to get a stranglehold on the AMS title tonight, the young 13-year-old. But in the bottom screen, the action is coming fast and thick. As you can see, Buchanan putting the pressure on Brandon Levin. Levin is fighting for everything he's got out there and trying to keep his podium alive. The Pro-Am is leading it out there, and he has got his Pro-Am compatriot, or not compatriot, challenger in front of him. No, sorry, that's Will Buchanan chasing him, not Blake Urquhart. Urquhart is in 6th place. So Urquhart is actually dropping 18 points off the back of Brandon Levin. There's going to be like 16 points between them. 18 points. Oh, title's going to go down to 18 points. That is crazy. So,
oh, there goes Buchanan.
oh, he's done it. He's done it. That's brought it back to 6 points closer to 12 points difference between those. So it'll be 24 points a gap between Urquhart and Levin as we come into the final round as we stand. If Urquhart can sit there in 6, what a bit of work there by Buchanan. It wasn't too far off the pace, was it? Buchanan is showing some amazing pace tonight. His fastest lap is a 1:25.4, and that's about 2/10 faster than Brandon Levin's fastest as well. But they're matching pace for pace. Is Buchanan going to be able to chase down Ryan Mueller? He's already down under a second as we go.
Yeah,
Crazy to think that Brandon is a pro-am. It is, and same as Urquhart sitting in 6th as well. They're both having driving out of their league as we sit at the moment. So cracking bit of work there with those lads.
As this battle continues to rage on here in the waning minutes. Still got a good battle a little further back between Pav and Clutterbuck. Oh, and Sattler off exit of the kink. And man, look at the gap that Mueller has over Buchanan now. It's hardly anything.
Yeah, it's down to 6/10. Is he going to make it? That's the thing. Is he going to be able to hold him off? We've got 2.5 minutes to go for some critical points there as well. Buchanan is an absolute weapon at the moment. He has come out of nowhere in the last few weeks and just done a cracking job there. So he's beating Lukey Page by 2 spots. He's going to make some leeway on Lukey Page, but not sure if it's going to be enough. Lukey Page is 4 points behind Mueller, so Mueller is pulling away from Lukey Page as we speak. So good, a bit of fighting to go. Oh, a bit of dust there, a bit of contact. Oh, as they come through. Oh, the blue flags have got in the way in a big way. Buchanan suffered out the rotator as well from EWT car. Oh, what is going on there? We'll have to have a look at that afterwards, but that was some critical moves. Those blue flags just did not get out of the way in time. It gave who was it that spun off? That was Ryan Mueller that came through, yeah? And Brett Taylor won off track. But that was some critical moves coming through there. Amazing stuff. Whew.
Yeah, that was chaotic.
Project 36 claiming that Brandon Levin's a preseason sandbagging. Nah, not really, man. He has just been working very, very hard. And he's been a steady improver. This is his first time he's done this well in the whole year, actually. It's taken a long time with some new gear and everything like that. But cracking bit of work there. Buchanan's putting the pressure on at the moment. He is in 3rd place with 3/10 to go. How many laps we got left? We'll be coming. White flag. So this is it. This is the final lap. We've got James Scott coming around the final corner. Is this his final lap? Must be. Must be. He's coming across the top.
Yeah, I saw Barney waving the flag.
Oh, cool. Let's rock and roll. Keep it going. Mr. James Scott is coming down the corkscrew, ladies and gentlemen. He has got his hands on the top step. He's looking spectacular out there while we watch the second battle coming down the bottom screen, fighting for second and third place, coming up the hill at this point. That's how far ahead Mr. James Scott is as he comes down under brakes, and he's coming around the final corner. Ladies and gentlemen, James Scott from the Chiefs is coming across the line to take the checkered flag for round 9 of round 8. It is the final lap or not? Done. Fantastic. Round 8 of the Warren Brown V8 Supercars coming across the line. You can see him on the bottom screen. Coming through there is Ryan Mueller taking it away from Will Buchanan with a couple of seconds between them as they're coming through. Brandon Levin in 4th place. Lukey Page in 5th. Blake Urquhart in 6th. Stevie Banks in 7th. Alec Tazikas in 8th. And top 10 is run out by Mason Martin. What a battle that was till the very end. I tell you what, Buchanan's pace has been off the charts at the moment. He clocked a 125.449, so second fastest on the grid. I haven't seen him with that much pace all year. So his pace has been coming very, very, very good at the very right time. James Scott has shown us how it's done. Let's have a look to see who they are and what they are in the full ladder there, mate, on the timing tower. See where our pro-ams and ams came through. So our winner tonight is James Scott. So Brandon Levin got himself for the third. So we'll have James Scott, Ryan Mueller, Will Buchanan in the room with Brandon Levin for the pro-ams and Mason Martin, young 13-year-old, taking the AMs tonight by 1, 2, 3, 4 places. Great bit of work there. It was Mason Martin, wasn't it? Yes, it was.
Correct.
Whew. Bit of fun out there, lads. Bit of fun. I can't wait. Can't wait till iRacing gets it gear together and gives us a better way of showing us the broadcasters when the last lap is, because that drives me absolutely insane.
Yep.
Yep. Crack and drive there by all the lads out there. 2 pit stops. Will Buchanan, did Will Buchanan do 3 pit stops? That's what it says on iRacing.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't think that would be possible for him to.
No, I think that's just playing up as usual, just trying to get me in trouble with the viewers. All right, where are we doing? Anyone doing burnouts at the moment? No. Anyone having a bit of fun out on track? No. Well, you know what? That was a great bit of fun out there. I didn't scream my lungs out like I normally do, but it was good. I wonder how the boys liked it, because it's a cracking track. Jonathan Gallen's in the waiting room. Did he win the Pro-Ams? Sure what he's doing in the waiting room then. Waiting for a mate. Yes. Anyway, cracking bit of work there. Maybe just gone in the wrong room. But that's okay. Mr. Gallen he's in the waiting room for us. See, sorry. So Will Buchanan. Mini Martin's there. Let's start straight away. Mr. Martin's in there. Let's have a bit of a chin wag with the young fella. Mini Martin. I'm not sure where the name Mini Martin came from. I'm assuming you're probably about, 5'10", Mason?
Pardon, say that again?
How tall are you?
Very short.
Very short. Is that why they call you Mini Martin?
Yeah.
Mate, how was it out on track, mate? You took yourself out another podium, got one hand on the championship already, and 1 round to go. So you've taken the penultimate round, mate. How's it feel?
It feels really good. To get my 4th win, I think it is, for the season.
Yep. And how are the boys? How are the rest of the Pelicans out there, mate? They're all jumping up and giving you big shout outs in the Discord.
Yeah, they've been super helpful, giving me setups and helping me and letting me pass during the races to help me for the championship.
That's all right, mate. That was it's good to see these boys, even if they have to let you out here and there. That's part of teamwork, and that's one thing we love. Love seeing out there when the drivers race in a good team strategy as well. You know, letting people through for some critical points, and there's nothing wrong with that, mate. It's some amazing driving. So you finished today. Where did you finish outright? In 11th place in the end. It's a cracking bit of work, mate. You've beaten some pro-ams out there and given a bit of a spanking. Is this your favourite car?
Yeah, definitely love the supercar. Yeah, it's a good car.
Yep. Have you tried any of the others, the open wheelers or the 86s or anything like that?
I used to do a lot more other cars, but since I've started this league, I've tried to stick to just this car.
Yeah, I think at this point in your progression is probably a good key to get used to one car and one driving style because the others vary slightly. And I guess the boys are leading you down that path as well and giving you lots of motivation to stay in the V8.
Yeah, definitely.
Excellent, mate. Well, congratulations, and hope the season pans out. One more round to go. You've pretty much got it in the bag unless something drastic happens, mate. But congratulations. Who gets Mr. Mason Martin out on track, mate? Do you have sponsors or mum and dad or family you want to thank?
Yeah, just Lake Edge, One Shot Pest Management, Dubby, Track Racer, Majors Garage, and then my personal sponsors, Mobile One and Ampol.
Excellent, mate. Well, congratulations, and we'll hopefully chat to you again next week as the champion and maybe even the round winner as well. How is your luck at Bathurst?
It'll be pretty chaos with the rain forecasted for next week, but we'll see how we can go.
Ooh, it's going to be a tough one. Get some practice in, mate, and hopefully we'll see you at the pointy end next week.
Mm-hmm.
Take care, Mason.
See ya.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Mason Martin, our AMS winner tonight. One hand on the championship already, just about to claim it. But anything can happen at the mountain. Anything. All minor positions will still be up to grabs, including the pro-ams as well. Let's get in. Our third place winner, Brandon Levin, had to ditch. He's gone to work, so we won't be speaking to him, unfortunately. But a cracking bit of work there by Brandon Levin, and good to see the form continue. Yes, well spoken by Mason. He's getting some good tutelage at a great team down there. All right, let's bring him in, Mr. Will Buchanan. Mr. Buchanan, we have seen you in the last few weeks come to a new level of driving there, mate, for Revolution IRacing. How's it going? How was that tonight?
Hey, boys. Yeah, it's been going good. Been unfortunate about last week getting a DNF. But no, tonight was good. Been working on my race pace lately, so I definitely think I could have got Ryan if there was a few more laps, but he was doing very well defending.
He was defending very well. He's got that art form down pat in this series so far. He's had to battle a few you fast boys now, and he also when he does have that opportunity to get in front of James Scott, he makes it very, very hard to get around. So he's starting to get a bit of reputation of someone that's very hard to pass out there, especially with his pace as well. I mean, but your pace was electrifying tonight. You were actually second fastest on the grid tonight, so cracking effort out there. Where's all this new pace coming from, mate?
Just a bit of coaching behind the scenes and just new upgrades to the rig, basically. Reason why I DNF last week was bloody my wheelbase snapped on me. So I got a brand new wheelbase and just upgrading everything slowly and we're finding a bit of pace.
What, brand new wheelbase snapped?
No, it was an old one, so it was due, but
yeah,
happy with the new wheelbase now. It's very nice.
Oh, excellent. Oh, it's good to hear, mate. It's good to hear. There's nothing worse than something like that happens. I've had nothing but IT issues in the last few weeks, and pulling whatever hair I have left out of my head, mate. Revolutionary Racing, you guys have they get around you, and you obviously got some good support out on the YouTube chat and everything like that. We got to see more of your teammates come across to give you support out there on track, because I think it's one of those things where when you're in that position where you are at the moment, it's good to have a teammate up and around you to sort of block runs and do a bit of teamwork racing. I mean, you see the Pacific Esports Racing boys; they're everywhere at the moment. They fly in the famous V formation, and are very hard to get around sometimes.
Yeah, no, I got Johnny who races in here. He wasn't here tonight. He's focusing on tomorrow night. He's got a championship to fight for.
Yep.
Yeah, it'd be good to have a few more guys, but it's one of the real world stuff gets in the way, unfortunately.
Oh, it sucks, doesn't it?
So it would be nice, but totally understandable.
Yeah, 100%. Well, mate, cracking effort. It's good to see the pace and the improvement in the last 4 rounds. It's been amazing to watch you progress through the field and show some real quality out there, mate. And your driving style is improved as well. Like not just your pace, but your passing and your racecraft as well. So keep it up, mate. It's looking fantastic. Who gets Mr. Will Buchanan out on track and supports you, mate?
Obviously, big shout out to all the RER boys. They always get behind me, and all their support really drives me to do well for them. And then obviously to our sponsors, AITT, Sudspeed, Kibby, IR Sidekick, Bunnies Bills, and SureX4. Can't appreciate all the support they do behind the scenes for us.
Excellent, mate. Well, congratulations. Hopefully we have a chat to you next week. What are your thoughts of a wet Bathurst?
It'll be nothing new, I think. Every Bathurst 1000 was wet this year, so I guess it'll just be just the same old stuff. Just stay off the curbs and try not to bin it.
All right. Well, it's going to be some tough battling there, some critical points that you're going to be going through with the boys. So congratulations, dude, and we will speak to you again maybe next week.
Yeah, for sure. Hopefully, fingers crossed, finish on high. But we'll see. Anything can happen in the wet there.
All right, mate. Write a letter to Santa. Maybe that'll help. Take care, Will. Good to chat to you, mate.
Good to see you guys. Cheers.
All right, ladies and gents, this is where Mr. James Scott loves to have a chat to the second place driver of the series, and he's pulled out an absolute pearler tonight, had the boys under pressure behind him, breathing down his neck and everything. Mr. Ryan Mueller, welcome to the chat, mate, and congratulations on your podium.
Thanks, mate. I wouldn't say it was much of a pearler, but yeah, I'll take it.
Mr. Watson, what do you got to say?
Yeah, I mean, it was still a fantastic run for you tonight. Another great display of your defensive skills. You had a lot of guys breathing down your neck, but you kept them at bay magnificently.
Yeah, I'll try to make the car as wide as I can. I don't move under brakes or anything like that. I don't like the idea of that. I like a good hard battle, especially when there's not much. It was pretty average car all race, so I was happy when Brandon and Will caught me. So yeah, it opened my eyes a little bit, so that was good.
Now, do you find defending a lot easier here at a track like Laguna SECA with a lot of ridiculously tough corners and not very many great passing zones?
It's not. I don't mind the track. Just in this car, it's absolutely horrible. But there's a couple of corners. You've really got to pull it up and make sure you're committed to it, though, or you're just gonna smash into the other car. Because I don't know if it was just me, but I could not really throw the car into the braking zones because the rears would just lock or I would slide. So I don't think I got the setup into a very good window tonight. But there's definitely a major overtaking spots, especially at the last corner and turn 1. That's probably the main spots, but everything else is you can throw one at the corkscrew, but I think that's a bit out of my skill range, throwing it into there and not smashing it into someone.
Yeah, probably not the worst decision, the smart one to be sure, but man, another impeccable run tonight. Any sponsors, plugs, shout outs you like to give?
I'd like to thank everyone at PR for their ongoing support. Lake Edge Holiday Units, Majors Garage, One Shot Pest Management, Track Racer, 8 Rivers Photography, our partner W Energy Drinks, and my dad for making sure my shifter doesn't go to the floor every time I pull a gear down, and my foot for stopping the cramping with a lap to go, which really helped. And you guys for the broadcast as well.
Alrighty,
Love
we
it.
appreciate you, Ryan, and hopefully we're talking to you again next week.
Thanks, guys. Hopefully it's raining so we can put on a show for you.
Well,
Yes.
rumors are, Mr. Mueller, that it's going to be raining. What is your confidence level in the rain at Bathurst?
Oh, probably 110% if I can keep it off the wall.
It's nice. I think it's going to be one of those races. I think you've got yourself second place pretty much sewn up. But for the rest of the field, anything can happen. I'm not sure if you've got enough points to not make it. Let me have a quick look at it. You are 165 points behind. You've got Lukey Page 4 points behind you, and Ryan Nielsen 38 points behind you, and then Will Buchanan. So the fight for second place and third place is still alive, especially when it comes to the mountain, I guess, if all it takes is 2 big hits and then all of a sudden you're in the pits the rest of the day. So it's going to bring it down the wire, but your driving has been impeccable this season. So good luck, mate, and continue waving that PER flag.
Thanks, guys.
Take care, brother. All righty. Poor bugger has been waiting down there for a while. Did we speak to Will Buchanan? We have, haven't we? Yes, we have. Let's drag in the winner of the round and pretty much the champion of the series. It's taken him a few hits at it. He's finally got it. Welcome to the room, Mr. James Scott. How you doing, buddy?
G'day.
Mate, cracking pace out there tonight. No one could crack the 24s. So it's good to see you on song. You ended up taking it out by 25 seconds. What's your thoughts on this track? Obviously, the car was nicely hooked up. Is it a favourite? You hate it? Don't tell me you haven't practiced.
That was my first race here in the Gen 3.
Oh, really? There you go.
The car was all right. Just one of the tracks that we ran at recently, just the same setup, just changed the ratio and where we went. I don't know. It's a track that doesn't really get utilised that much in the supercar, so it's all right. It's not my favourite. Don't hate it. It's just one of those ones in the middle.
We're gonna have to ask what happened at the start, mate. You just did that for us.
Last week I knew what happened. But this week I'm not actually sure. So probably first race, and not much practice in terms of starting. And got caught out by the short ratio. But anyway, it is what it is. That's pretty boring. Need to get that for 2 weeks in a row, but need to get it better.
I was starting to think you did it for us, just for the entertainment value. But you don't want to be doing that at Bathurst, do you? Because it's not going to be an easy place to pass and to stay clean.
No, it won't be. Luckily, Bathurst, it's pretty much impossible to get wheel spin off the start. So with the long ratio there, so don't want to be doing it, but we'll be massively helped by the ratio.
Well, rumor is out that it's going to be a wet one.
Well, that's pretty average.
That's what I thought too. But you know what? For the broadcast, as long as it's not complete monsoonal, because then it's going to be really hard to broadcast it. But rumor is it's going to be a wet one. And I checked the chat out there and with Cowie as well. I'm going to have a see what it is. But it's obviously an enduro, so it's going to be a long one. And if it's going to be wet, man, it's going to be a tough one to make a clean one, eh?
Yeah, it will be. It's sucks a little bit. What have I done? 3 Bathurst 1000s in this Gen 3, and they've all been wet. So I was actually half looking forward to a dry race. But
well, don't take my word for it. I'm just going back. I'm going around on rumours. Check out the server and see where it's at. Hopefully he's put it up, or he's put something in the open chat for everyone to decipher, because that's what I'm hearing at the moment. But I'm sure you'll be fine. It just means that there'll be a little bit more action if someone rotates around, because the tough thing's going to be as well is not just leading the race out, but the blue flags, rotating, have accidents in front of you as well. That's also the danger as well, isn't it? I've seen it happen before.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It's pretty hard to pass in the rain at any track with the spray and whatever. So, have to just put in a good qualifying, and we can lead up into turn 2. We'll see what happens, but it's what it is. If it's wet, that's what it is. We'll deal with it.
What's your fastest lap time at Bathurst?
I think I did a 2049.
Nice.
And it was admittedly quite cold, but I think it was a 2049. But yeah, that was pretty decent. So we'll see what happens.
Yep. Nice work, mate. Well, who gets Mr. James Scott out on track and supports the Big Chiefs, mate?
Thanks to Aussie Broadband, Westfield, Logitech G, the Chiefs, guys for the broadcast all season. 1 round to go. The race control people, series admin, all that type of stuff. Yeah, shout out to the rest of the podium as well.
Excellent, mate. Well, congratulations. We'll see you out on track next week, and we'll be crowning the new champion for the Warren and Brown VA Supercars. Congratulations, mate, and it's good to see you having fun out there, and we'll have a chinwag next week.
Thanks, mate.
Take care, brother. All right, ladies and gents, Mr. Watson, a very humble champion. A cracking driver, man. He lost 7 places, I think it was, on the start, and on a track which is really hard to pass. And with the pace that some of these boys were showing at the moment, he's done a cracking job to get himself up the pointy end and to take it out by 25 seconds.
Yeah, just another absolutely ridiculous performance by him. Just absolutely putting a stranglehold on this.
Yeah. It's I wish I could have a quarter of his talent. I'd be happy with that. that
No
would be
kidding.
amazing. yeah, just a quarter. I'm not a greedy guy. I don't want to win all of Tats Lotto pokies. I just want to win some. But anyway, what a cracking night. Laguna SECA brought everything that we thought it would bring. Some lot of nice tight racing, door to door all the way through tonight. We saw some amazing pass. That pass by would have to be the pass of the night from Alex Zekas at the top of the corkscrew, and then followed up. I think it was Scotty Weston that did it as well later on.
No, Mitch Noble.
Mitch Noble, yeah. But what a pass there by Zekas. That's going to be the pass of the night. Crack a bit of control by the young fella on a spot, probably the hardest braking point on the track, you reckon?
Absolutely, because it always feels like to me the braking zone seems to move there, and trying to get the car positioned and figure out how exactly you're gonna point it through the straight before it's just really hard to get the car settled and nail the braking zone.
It's not smooth either. There's like a bump right there on the braking zone. You got to sort of pick it before or after, and then the track just dips after that bump. So it's a critical part of the track, and he exceptional job, man, cracking job. That is one of the passes of the year, I think. That on a spot that he made it look easy, but it's probably one of the toughest places to pass. and he did a cracking job at it. So full hats off to the young fella. Really good job, mate. I think we've covered it all tonight. We've covered who can win what and where people can go. Hope everyone out there enjoyed the coverage tonight as much as we did. As we see the sunset on Laguna SECA, a special thank you to all our sponsors out there, to Grim Industries, the home of the V8 coffee table traditionally. But if you are out there and you want yourself a Jag motor, you want yourself a four-banger or an Aston Martin or Ferrari engine table or something else like an office table or something, reach out to Grim Industries. The man is an absolute legend. He's in some new premises and looking to kick some ass in the world. Shunt Scenery out there, thank you for supporting us. If you're into the flight simulation world and you want some new VR stuff done, reach out to Greg Barber. A special thank you out there to Nightshade Collection. If you're after some of the apparel that they do, reach out to them on Facebook. Phoenix Driver Development, if you are a V8 Night Shift. I said Nightshade. Night Shift. If you are into V8 supercars, into the Gen 3 or the Gen 2, reach out to Phoenix Driver Development and get some training or some setups, one-on-one or teamwork out there. They boys are fantastic. Reach out to Round Leonage or to Laz on Facebook and they will hook you up. If you're into mozaracing, get out there and get some equipment. They've helped us very much through this year with the Super Formula lights, and our stalemates, our partners from Day Dot, Warren and Brown Tools. Thank you for supporting us and getting us on the fly, getting people out there to watch us and getting the shows live. Without them, we definitely would not do it. They are coming back next year, which is great news. We are in negotiations with all our sponsors to come back at the moment. So if you are interested in broadcast rights, into naming rights, we've got a few series that we'll be looking stuff for. We've got a Sunday competition coming back next season. The Gen GT3s will be going live, and we'll keep your ears open for some open wheel action as well. But thank you very much, Mr. Watson and Kobe downstairs. Next round at Bathurst, we're looking forward to that in the wet.
Oh, yeah. I am absolutely thrilled. Got the little maniacal smile going on. It's gonna be calamity.
It's gonna be definitely something that me and you are going to enjoy, probably more than some of the drivers. And it's gonna be a lot of fun for the viewers. So like, subscribe, hit the notification buttons. Do not miss it. It's the final round of the V8 Supercars, final round of the Warren and Brown V8 Supercars Championship for 2025. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for supporting us. Thank you for coming and enjoying the racing every week with us. Come and see us tomorrow night as we do the penultimate round of the mozaracing Super Formula Light Championship. 30-plus cars out on track, tearing it up with open wheel action. And then Thursday night with me, Mr. Watson, and Kobe downstairs, we will be doing the penultimate round of the GR86s, the Warren and Brown GR86s. Thank you very much for joining us tonight, viewers. Thank you very much for supporting us through this season. Like, subscribe, hit the notification buttons. See you all tomorrow night.